Nobody talks about the quiet moments. The nights when you lie awake staring at the ceiling, wondering how the hell your life ended up here. The mornings when your chest feels heavy before your feet even hit the floor. The way shame wraps itself around your throat, whispering, "You're behind, you messed up, it's too late." Rock bottom doesn't always look like a dramatic movie scene. Sometimes it looks like checking your bank account and seeing $12.46. Sometimes it's your phone lighting up with another bill you can't pay. Another job rejection. Another reminder that you're not where you thought you'd be. That was me. I've eaten canned soup 3 nights in a row because that's what I could afford. I've dodged calls from debt collectors. I've walked into gas stations with a calculator in my hand, praying I could afford both the gas and the sandwich. But the worst part? It wasn't the money. It was the feeling that I had become invisible. Like the world had moved on without me. Like I'd failed the version of me who used to dream big. Who believed life had something more to offer. That feeling is poison. It tells you not to try, not to hope, not to believe. And the scariest thing is, most people stay there, not because they want to, because they don't know a way out. But there is a way. And it's not pretty. It's not fast. It's not a feel-good Instagram quote. It's work. It's sweat. It's choosing to fight when you'd rather hide. My turning point came on a Tuesday. Random. Ordinary. I was walking home from a job interview I didn't get. Phone battery dead. Overdraft account blinking red. I passed a bookstore. Not a fancy one. A used one. On impulse. I walked in. I didn't have money to buy anything. But I needed to sit. To feel human. I picked up a book off the dollar rack. It was beat up. Pages folded. Title half faded. I opened it to a chapter that read, "Rock bottom is where most people stop. But it's also where your foundation is born." I froze. Reread it. Again. That sentence hit different, because I realized something. I hadn't failed. I'd been forged. Rock bottom wasn't a dead end. It was a damn launchpad. That night, I went home, made instant noodles, and started writing. Not a plan, not goals, just truths. The truth that I hated where I was. The truth that I wasn't stupid. The truth that I was sick of feeling powerless. And then, I made a promise. Not to get rich. Not to go viral. Just to never live like this again. That's where it started. With a promise. I gave myself 90 days. Not to change everything, but to move. One step a day. I Googled free courses. Found one on personal finance. Spent 2 hours watching it. Took notes like my life depended on it, because it did. The next day I found a podcast on side hustles. The day after that, I made a list of skills I had that someone might pay for. I had no experience, no portfolio, but I could write, so I put up a Craigslist ad. Freelance writing. Cheap, fast, honest. It was embarrassing. I felt like a fraud. But within 3 days, someone reached out. A college kid needing help with an essay. I charged $20. Spent 4 hours on it. When I got paid, I didn't just see money. I saw proof. Proof that I wasn't broken. I was capable. That 1 gig became 2. 2 became 10. I reinvested everything. No splurges. No breaks. I stayed focused. Relentless. Broke habits. Cut off distractions. I treated that $20 gig like it was $1 million contract. And slowly, it started building. Clients. Reviews. Confidence. Then came bigger jobs, blogs, web copy, resumes. I learned, adapted, leveled up. Every dollar was fuel. Every success a middle finger to the version of me that once gave up. Within 8 months, I had replaced my part-time job. Within a year, I doubled my old salary. Within 2 years, I was earning 6 figures. Not because I was a genius, but because I refused to stay where life dropped me. And here's the truth. I'm not special. I didn't have rich parents. I didn't get lucky. I got hungry. I got focused. I stopped trying to look successful and started becoming someone who could handle success. That's the real secret. You don't get rich by chasing money. You get rich by changing who you are. Your habits, your thinking, your emotional endurance. Money comes when value is created. And value comes from growth. The more you grow, the more you're worth. Not just to others, but to yourself. You start standing taller, speaking differently, making choices with power instead of fear. And the people around you? They'll notice. Some will celebrate. Some will leave. Let them. Because this journey isn't about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. Right to believe again. Right to try again. Right to build a life you don't need a vacation from. I know it sounds simple. Maybe too simple. But sometimes, it is that simple. Not easy, but simple. Decide, commit, act, again, and again, and again. No excuses. No waiting. No more, someday. In the next part, I'll break down exactly how to start from zero, what to focus on, where to find opportunities, how to manage your mind when doubt creeps in, and how to create momentum even when your environment is screaming at you to give up. But for now, remember this. Your rock bottom is not your end. It's your invitation to build, to rise, to reclaim your story. And if they don't believe in you yet? Good. Let your results speak. And let this be the last time you ever feel powerless. Because once you realize the comeback is stronger than the setback, everything changes. So you've hit your lowest point. Maybe financially, maybe emotionally, maybe both. And while the world tells you to just stay positive, I'm here to tell you something different. Get strategic. Because motivation without direction is like a sports car with no gas. You'll burn out fast and go nowhere. You want to rebuild your life? You want to rise out of the hole you're in? Then stop chasing random success stories and start building your own strategy, one grounded in truth, discipline, and action. Here's where it begins. Step 1. Brutally honest inventory. No filters, no ego, no sugarcoating. What are your numbers? What do you owe? What do you earn? Where's your time going? What's draining you? What are your habits? Who are you around? You can't escape what you refuse to confront. Grab a notebook, or open a doc, and write it all down. Everything. Clarity creates power. You'll probably feel sick doing it. That's okay. Lean in. Discomfort is the price of change. Step 2. Eliminate the noise. I don't just mean unfollowing toxic influencers or muting negativity. I mean cutting out the distractions that numb your ambition. Netflix binges, mindless scrolling, arguments that don't move your life forward. If it doesn't build you, it breaks you. And no, you don't have to go monk mode. You just have to create space for your future to breathe. Step 3. Make money your mission, not your god. Let me be clear. Money matters. Anyone who says it doesn't has never had to choose between rent and food. But money is a tool. It's not the point, it's the fuel. And your first job is to stabilize your income. Doesn't matter if it's glamorous. Doesn't matter if it aligns with your passion. Get stable, then get smart. Start with cash flow skills. Writing, editing, design, coding, sales, social media. These are skills the market pays for. Today, right now, pick one. Learn it obsessively for 30 days. Watch free YouTube videos. Read blogs. Take a cheap course. But more than that, practice. Don't wait until you're ready. Ready is a lie. Start messy. Offer services at a discount. Trade work for testimonials. Build a portfolio fast. Once you get one client, the door opens. Keep delivering. Keep learning. Keep asking how you can improve. Overdeliver like your life depends on it, because it does. Step 4. Automate discipline. Don't rely on motivation. Build rituals. Morning routines. Time blocking. Weekly check-ins. Every Sunday, look at your week. What's the one move that will grow your skill, income, or character? Schedule it. Do it even when it sucks. Especially when it sucks. That's how you separate from the 95% who dabble. You become undeniable through consistency. Step 5. Upgrade your identity. Stop saying, I'm trying. Start saying, I'm building. Stop saying, I'm broke. Start saying, I'm learning to master money. Stop saying, I hope I make it. Start saying, I will make it, and I'm working like I believe that. Identity drives action. When you shift how you see yourself, your behavior starts to align. Step 6. Build multiple streams. Don't stop at one source of income. Once you're stable, start stacking. Maybe it's freelancing and digital products. Maybe it's e-commerce. Maybe you learn to invest. You don't need 10 sources. Just start with 2. The second one brings freedom. The third brings breathing room. The fourth brings legacy. But never build streams you don't understand. Learn before you leap. That's how you avoid getting scammed or overwhelmed. Step 7. Protect your energy. This might sound soft, but it's lethal if you ignore it. Who you spend time with is who you become. Audit your circle. Are they building or breaking? Are they inspired or bitter? Are they cheering for you or mocking your growth? You need people who remind you who you're becoming, not who you used to be. And sometimes, that means walking alone for a while. That's okay. Growth is lonely, but so is regret. Step 8. Document your journey. Not for likes. For leverage. Track your wins. Record lessons. Share what you learn. You'll be shocked how many people are hungry for exactly what you're figuring out. And one day, that story becomes a brand. That brand becomes a business. That business becomes a movement. But it starts with you. Today, in your struggle. Step 9. Reinvest. When money starts coming in, don't flex. Don't upgrade your lifestyle to impress people who don't even support you. Reinvest in tools, in skills, in coaches, in courses. Reinvest in your health, mental, physical, emotional. Because when you're the asset, everything depends on your capacity. And when you've been broke, nothing feels better than knowing you're finally secure. Step 10. Teach it. Once you've climbed, don't forget the people still in the valley. Show them the path. Be the proof. Not for praise, but because impact is the real wealth. Help your younger self through someone else. That's how you build legacy. Not just success, but significance. So let me ask you, what would it look like if you took this seriously? If you stopped playing small, waiting for signs, hiding your gifts? What would your life feel like 6 months from now if you stopped negotiating with your excuses and started acting like your future depends on you? Because it does. I'm not here to sell you on some magic plan. I'm here to remind you what you already know. You are made for more. You've just been distracted, but not anymore. Not after this. No more shrinking. No more waiting. No more playing broke in your actions while hoping to get rich in your results. It's time to build. Day by day. Step by step. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to move. The rest will meet you. Rock bottom wasn't the end of your story. It was the start of your rise. So get up. Get focused. Get building. Because you already survived the worst, and now, it's your turn to win.